These leftist activists will, and even some of their leaders, will gladly watch their cities burn if it confirms what they think about Trump. It's a psychotic time we're in. These two forces playing off one another. And I do truly believe the only thing we can do is laugh. Dr. Phil embedded in ice. That was a real sentence I read.
Open the door or I'm going to throw rocks through your windows, you dumb whore.
I mean, it is dystopian, but it is almost like a dystopian comedy. And then you have Waymos being burned. I realized over the weekend a lot of people don't know what Waymos are. Waymos are self-driving cars that are being used in major United States cities. They are driverless. It's like Uber. You order one, but you get in and there's no driver. They're freaking weird and terrifying on some level, but they're also the future. Waymo had to suspend their car service in downtown LA because they were being ordered by the rioters and protesters to set them on fire. This is how the robot uprising starts, you guys. This is how it begins.
Now simplify it. Write it like a human would write it. I'm sorry.
Which, by the way, makes, again, no sense to me. These are like electric vehicles. They have lithium batteries. All of that smoke is so bad for you. Then they're like, we're all feeling sick. And it's from the poison that they put because the protesters got tear gas. I'm like, well, you also might be sick from the freaking Waymos you set on fire as well. The lithium fires are making rioters woozy. I gotta be honest. I get it. I understand, guys, because I too do love to set things on fire. And if you live in Los Angeles long enough, you too will want to set a car on fire after sitting in traffic for as many hours as you spend sitting in traffic in that city. And I don't really care. I'm not here to promote Waymo arson, but still I kind of understand the instinct to burn a Waymo because I recently saw one when I was in Austin and there was one of those little delivery carts behind the Waymo that had no one driving in it. And it sent a fucking chill down my spine. We are living in a weird dystopian future. I understand wanting to fight the robots. But in this instance, I found myself feeling bad for the Waymo. I was like, oh, the poor Waymo. Waymos didn't deserve this. They just dutifully were sent to their death by these lunatics. LA, this is why you can't have nice things. If you go to LA to a Target, everything is locked up. Legos are locked up.
If I want to buy toothpaste, it's behind glass, shampoo, razors.
It is insane. You guys don't need to live this way. The city's on fire. And of course, like any protest, there are good people who are there with peaceful intent.
Very fine people on both sides.
It only takes two people who just want to see the world burn to like start some shit that will antagonize the police. And then it becomes mayhem, essentially, and you're in a mob, and a mob is a mob is a mob.
The person is smart. People are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it.
A mob of police, a mob of people, it all gets crazy, and what you cannot claim is that this is a peaceful protest. When shit starts going off and people are throwing Molotov cocktails. If 4 out of 5 people there are there peacefully, that's great. But if one is hurling Molotov cocktails, it's not peaceful. And I don't want to defend the LAPD either. I've lived in LA long enough to know what a corrupt institution that is. Yet people don't like violence and they don't like being stuck on the 101 because morons are protesting on the freeway. I'm sorry, but it's just not popular. These protesters think they're making people uncomfortable, but they're just making people mad. It just radicalizes people in the opposite direction. They go from being sympathetic and empathetic to your cause, whether it's Free Palestine or George Floyd or police violence or, in this instance, ICE raids, which I think people are quite sympathetic to, particularly in liberal cities, to fuck these people. I don't care. Deport them all. That's where they go. And then you have the media being like, What's the big deal? It's just people having fun watching cars burn.
It could turn very volatile if you move law enforcement in there in the wrong way and turn what is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into a massive confrontation.
After a long day of doing whatever the they do in LA all day long, which is nothing but smoke weed and do TikToks, they love nothing more than a grab a Modelo and watch some cars burn. That's exactly how I would spend my evening. Like, who actually believes that people are just enjoying themselves with some peaceful protesting and watching cars burn for fun? But this actually might be true. And if that's the case, Democrats need to be honest with themselves. A lot of the rioters are not motivated by politics at all. We saw this during George Floyd when they would interview random people looting and they were like, who's George Floyd? There are certain people who just want to watch the world burn, and that's a big problem for your movement.
Some men just want to watch the world burn.
But it's great for us because our theme song was inspired by exactly this. And the unicorns dance while the world burns. And the unicorns dance while the world burns. World burns. And we're the unicorns dancing. What's really important, though, and what you should know, is that in the name of justice, they looted a T-Mobile store.